Howdy, folks. This is Ladi from Like Minded Lunatics, and I'm here with my good friend, the Redneck Redeemer.
How are you, brother?
How are you doing?
I'm so good, man. I'm so excited to be back up here with you. You and I hadn't done anything in a long time.
We haven't done, but I hear that you've got your own segment now
I
called
do.
Reckon This?
I do, yeah. So Mark and I started this section where, because so many folks were like emailing questions and stuff about me. And so we thought, you know what, let's just do like an advice column like old Ann Landers. You remember Ann Landers?
I remember Ann Landers, and you are full of advice.
I try to help folks out is what I try to be, bring folks together. And so that's what the Reckon This is about me providing advice for how folks to get along better, come together, and have beverages and, just love each other. That's
Well,
all.
that sounds like a great segment. I'm glad that you get a chance to do this.
Yeah.
Did you know what we're doing today?
No, Mark back there, he told me you would.
What? Mark?
Yeah.
This is a Friday night reaction. Is that correct?
Yep, that's it. Friday night reaction.
Okay. So we're doing a Friday night reaction where Mark looks at some videos, and I'm sorry, I'm going to reach over here to get this because you
gotta get your beverage.
I got to have my beverage, and I didn't have it. So what are you having? Well,
I mean, I got the champagne of beers. Like, there's no better beer than an old Miller High Life. Look at that.
Right.
There ain't no better beer because it says right down there, if you see it, champagne of beers. So, folks, if you want to get fancy, Miller High Life.
I'm drinking some water. I'm sorry. I'm not as exciting as you are, Redneck. I'm sorry.
No, I'm fine with that.
Hey, so do you know what we're talking about tonight?
I don't know shit. Mark just called me on my old phone. He said, hey, show up. Lottie's going to be here. I said, man, anytime Lottie's there, I'm there.
We're going to do a Friday night reaction on the Rolling Stones' new song.
New? Them old boys have been around since the 60s.
They've been around since forever. In fact, Mark pulled up some stuff for us to talk about. It says, the album name is called Hackney Diamonds. The album features guest stars Elton John, Lady Gaga, Paul McCartney, Stevie Wonder, and Bill Wyman.
My goodness.
It's got a lot of people on there. It's the first studio album of original material by the band in 18 years. So you're right. It's been a long time. And it's the band's first album after the death of their drummer, Charlie Watts.
Oh, my God.
Who died 2 years ago. And the video we're going to watch, it's going to star Sydney Sweeney. This is going to be great.
I don't know if I like that, but we'll see. I don't know if I approve of that, Lottie, but I mean, we'll see.
You don't approve of what already?
Of her as a person. I don't like it. I don't know if I like her at all, so we'll see about this.
What did Sydney Sweeney do?
I mean, that shit she used to do, them characters she used to do, ain't funny no more. I've been talking to you and talking to other people, I've learned you ain't supposed to do shit like that no more. And so.
Okay, what?
That old character she used to do.
Mark, do you know what he's talking about?
Do you mean Julia Sweeney?
Who?
What? Julia.
It's just a character she would go, and didn't know if she was a man or a woman and making fun of people who are androgynous.
He's talking about an imaginary character.
Are you talking about Pat from SNL?
That one, she ain't supposed to be doing that shit. And so I don't know why in the world somebody put her in a damn video. It don't seem like she should be in a video, but...
Okay, first off...
Maybe they're redeeming her. You know what I mean?
First off, that is Julia Sweeney?
Is that not who we're watching?
No. Julia Sweeney is a completely different human being than Sydney Sweeney.
Well, then I don't know who this person is.
Okay.
He is going to ruin this.
But thank you. Pat was, as a character now, would probably be problematic. You're right. At the time, she was groundbreaking.
Well, I've been told you ain't supposed to do that shit no more.
And you're right.
You ain't supposed to do that shit no more. It makes people feel bad about themselves.
But you're mad at the wrong person. She has.
All I'm saying is, if she does this shit, I'm out.
Okay.
If whoever this person is goes,
she won't be doing Pat. Brother. She won't be doing Pat. I'm gonna promise you this.
All right, well, we'll see.
This is their song. It's called Angry.
Angry. Ooh. All right. Well, I don't want people to be angry. I want you to have a beverage.
And you have a beverage?
Beverage. All right. Cheers, folks.
And neither one of us are going to be angry.
Nope. Here we go.
Don't get angry with me.
I don't believe that's Pat. I don't believe that's Pat.
I'm going to tell you, That is not Julia Sweeney.
That ain't Julia Sweeney.
Don't be gross, dude. Do not be gross.
Julia
I ain't
Sweeney.
being gross.
Don't be.
God damn. All right.
Cause you no pain. I won't be angry with you.
Don't be
God
gross.
damn. I ain't being gross.
Don't be.
God, I don't know what to say about this.
What?
Did you see that? God almighty. Oh, boy.
He hasn't said anything,
He
Mark.
will, though.
He's not
He
being
will.
inappropriate.
This is
yet.
inappropriate in and of itself. Look at this shit. How am I supposed to not say nothing?
Just don't be rude.
We could talk about the lyrics.
I don't even know if they've sang yet. Has Mick said anything?
Yes.
I don't- God almighty. Here's the thing. All right.
Maybe it should have been Julia Sweeney. Then you'd read the lyrics.
Man, that's true. If it was going, I would have for sure been like, we should ignore that shit and listen to the lyrics. But as it is, I don't even know if Mick sang yet.
Yeah, me singing.
As and wait for a month, the rivers run dry. We haven't made love and I wanna know why.
Do you see all the billboards?
I have
all the
no
billboards.
idea what's happening. I'm trying to keep my eyes closed because, goddamn, this is striking.
And they're showing billboards from the past of their concerts, their albums, and stuff like that.
Are they?
Yes.
Of Stone?
Of
God
the
damn, that is
Stones.
them.
That's why you have to watch it. Quit closing your eyes. Just pretend like there's not a woman.
How can you pretend I am? Oh, boy. This is going to be so hard for me.
Yes, I can tell already.
Here's the thing I'm going to ask you.
Go ahead.
Mark says I'm not supposed to be gross. But if somebody is wearing this kind of shit, they want you to look at them, ain't they? There's no way you wear this kind of outfit and you arch your back like this. Ain't a person on the planet that's arched their back like that don't want you to look at them.
I'm going to ask you, you're walking around in this, showing off your nipples and everything. Do you want people coming up asking you questions and staring at you?
I'm all right with it.
That answers my question.
I don't want them, they got to ask to touch. That should be a rule, right?
You didn't tell me he wasn't going to care.
He's a dirt bag.
I mean,
Okay.
part of this is just timeliness, because if I got to jump into the river or something like that, you don't want a lot of stuff weighing you down.
Why would you have to jump into the river?
You've never had to jump into the river, you did.
I thought you did superhero stuff. What does that have to do with being in the river?
I'm in rivers all the time. I don't know. I just hang around in the country and you get dirty, you get messy, and it's easier just if you don't have like shirts and shit on. That way you don't have to take all that shit off. But I feel like, look at them pants this old girl is wearing. They got cutouts and all that shit on. I bet it took her 45 minutes to put on. And there's nothing practical about that.
Maybe she's a superhero too.
I don't know. She's acting super something. Super something.
Why you angry with me? Why you angry?
She's using her powers.
She's using her powers pretty good.
Oh my God, dude, shut up.
You shut up. God damn, I ain't said nothing nasty.
Cancel out my name. Please never write to me. I love you just the same. I hear a melody.
See all the billboards? Aren't you?
Here's what confuses me. This old girl could be their great-great-granddaughter.
Oh, I think you're right.
How old is Mick? 400 years old? I think he's several hundred years old at this point.
He's what is it? Is it in his 70s?
I think he's in his 80s or 90s, isn't he?
Do you know? I don't even know. Mark, how old? How old?
Mick is 80, Keith is
He's
79.
old then, ain't he?
Yeah,
I
apparently.
can't imagine being up there on stage doing this shit at that age.
Well, he's not. That's why she's doing it.
That's a good point.
He's singing. He can sing.
That's a good point. They wheel his ass in the studio. Like, Mick, sing! And he sings.
And he sings, and
then
then they
get this
wheel him
old
back
girl.
out.
That's all right. We're going to get this old girl to dance. Don't worry about moving. Just do your thing.
Memories don't have to be ashamed. Don't get angry. I'm in a desperate state. I'm not angry with you.
See, it could be she's
Oh,
just.
my God.
That looks like she's using her superpowers. She's using her superpowers.
She's
now.
sure superpowering me. I'm going to tell you that. Oh, boy.
But couldn't you, with your superpowers, couldn't you, if she was evil, wouldn't you be able to send that back to her?
I don't know what I'd be. I think I'd be powerless. This would be my kryptonite.
This is your kryptonite?
Oh,
Okay.
boy. They just have to dig me a grave.
The ones that know where the teeth and the claws. My mouth's getting sore, I can't take it.
I'm gonna have to close my eyes. So, I can hear this
So
song.
what you're saying is basically if there's ever a super villain that is really pretty and young and dressed risque, we can't count on you.
I don't even think it has to do with youngness or any of that kind of shit. But if somebody's writhing around on a car like this, I mean, come on.
I'm just gonna say I'm very impressed that you even use the word writhing.
I mean, that's the best way to describe what she's doing. It's
Yeah,
like a snake, isn't it?
I just didn't think that.
Arching her old back and looking at you as she's doing it. That's just, I mean, come
starting to be
on.
gross.
I'm not being gross, Mark. I'm just saying that if somebody's doing that on the hood of a car, come on. That's all that they want you to think about is the sex.
But maybe she's doing this so you'll be thinking about her superpowers. Maybe she's not trying to seduce you.
All right, well,
Maybe she's just hanging out. It's a nice day to go for a ride.
maybe so. I don't believe that at all.
Why you angry with me? Why you angry? Calling out my name, hear the rain keep me.
Why don't you think about Pat while you're watching her? Why don't you just think about Julia Sweeney and see if that changes and you're able
Is that like the thinking about baseball shit?
Yes.
Think about baseball. Think about Pat. That does put a break on everything.
I just want to say for everyone to know out there, I like Julia Sweeney. She's a very funny actress. I've seen several of her woman specials. She's good.
Yeah, but that character ain't worth the fuck.
Pat,
Is it?
okay. Pat is not necessarily as attractive. I just don't want to. I don't want to demean Julia Sweeney.
Yeah, but oh boy, think about Pat.
Now, did you like the Rolling Stones? Are you a Rolling Stones fan?
I do like the Rolling Stones. Jumpin' Jack Flash,
Jumpin' Jack.
Satisfaction,
Satisfaction.
Street Fighting Man. Oh boy, them are all good songs. I feel like if you talk about rock and roll, you got to talk about the Rolling Stones.
You know, I've never been a big fan of theirs. They always seemed kind of, they seemed kind of angry.
Really?
To me.
I mean, I listen to a lot of angry music. So.
I've never liked Mick Jagger's voice. I know.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
What about the
But
old boy
this is-
playing the guitar?
Oh, I kind of like
Keith?
some of the music. I like the music.
Keith Richards?
Yeah.
I feel like that he's probably 300 years old.
I think there's some. I think Mick Jagger affects me the same way David Lee Roth affects me, and that they just both seem like they don't care even if the band's there as long as you're watching them.
They like doing that shit where they go
Yes.
to the camera.
and it just it's not appealing.
They do like to mug for the camera.
I think that's
Ringing in my brain. You can keep the memories. Don't have to be ashamed. Don't get angry with me.
I feel like that's what they're talking about me. Don't get angry with me.
that's Mark. Don't get angry
Don't
with
get
the
angry,
Mark.
Ain't nobody buy this outfit, and they don't want you to look at them.
Maybe
Nobody's went into a store and went, you know what? I want to wear that shirt.
maybe it's like, just a couple of weeks in Texas, it was 108 degrees. Maybe it's hot there and she needed something cool.
If she was fully nude, less sexual. If she was fully naked on the back of this car and moving around, less sexy than this.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you.
I don't know why. It's science. I feel like it's science. If you put on something like this, sexy.
But nothing less sexy.
Still sexy, but not like this.
Okay.
This seductive.
That-
Seductive.
That's another good word.
Naked, just naked.
That's another $10 word. I'm impressed you used so well.
I
Thank
read
you.
Reader's Digest, damn it. guitar, but I'm not sure if this is Keith doing it.
Why not?
Because, I mean, have you seen him move around lately? I watched that man in an interview. Have you ever been to a nursing home to visit one of your relatives?
No.
And
Oh,
you
no.
see-
What are you going to say?
And you see old men walking around going, and they just do that jaw thing where they don't know where they're at and shit. That's what old Keith was doing. I am unsure if he's actually sitting there playing that blues riff. I can't imagine it. I feel like somebody bringing him Jello and he's watching Wheel of Fortune.
But it's one of those things. He's played so long that he can do that, but he's not used to talking. He doesn't do like Mick. He doesn't sing.
I've heard about people being able to do that on their deathbed and they'll be able to like sing or
Yeah, the stuff they've always done. Their stuff.
maybe that's what it is. He's an old zombie now and all he can do is play guitar.
Old zombie.
He can play the guitar. He's been pickled though, hasn't he? If there's any,
I'm going to say something. You're not necessarily one to talk.
that's what I'm going after. If there's any argument against don't say no, it's fucking Keith.
And you.
And me, that's right. Just say no. Why? Tell me why. Why? The world's a piece of shit. If I want to have fun, I'm going to have fun. Keith had fun.
He did. And he's still having fun.
Lots of years of having fun.
We go separate ways. Yeah, don't get right back. Let's go out in a blaze. Don't just
See,
I don't know what this song is about.
He doesn't want you to be angry with him.
All right.
I know you're busy. You're busy still for.
I'm trying to pay attention to Mick.
I don't think you are. I think we already know what you're paying attention to. and
People are
that's-
going to be like, did you hear that new Stone song? I'm going to go, no.
Nope.
I have no idea what
I
you're
saw the
talking
video though.
about. I saw this video. It was pretty fucking good, though. I can tell you that.
You're starting to be gross.
I hadn't said nothing gross.
Well, don't.
Nothing gross. Ladi, if I said something gross.
I'm gonna have to agree with him. He's not been gross, Mark.
Yeah, but he's starting to.
my
I
best.
mean, he's actually kind of restrained,
tried my
oddly
best.
enough.
don't get
Dancing billboards are neat. That reminds me of Harry Potter.
So you did see one of the billboards.
I've just noticed the Mick is dancing in the background. The whole billboard's moving. You remember the Harry Potter when they
the
have
pictures that move.
That's what it reminded me of, the
Yeah, I
Harry
can see
Potter.
that. Yeah. It's the silver pants. I think those
Silver
are nice.
Pants
I
is
thought those were
good.
nice.
Yeah, I've always liked Mick's wardrobe. Even if you
Really?
had, yeah, I've always thought he was a fashionable man.
Maybe we could get you a silver jumpsuit.
Oh boy, I bet if you jumped in the river with that, you just sink. I don't think you could jump in the water with that and be all right.
What if it's PVC and it floats?
Oh boy, it might be safety. Is that a safety thing?
I think so.
They done tired her out. Oh, Julia needs to eat more carbs. What in the ass is that? You see that boots?
You have something like that, don't you?
Look at that shit. No, no. I don't have boots like that. What in the world is that? God,
I thought you wore that to that really risque party you had a long time
no,
ago.
I just didn't wear nothing.
Oh, that's right.
I
Okay,
wore some
I forgot.
flip flops because that's all you need. You wear flip flops because you don't want to get stuff on your feet. You know what I mean? Like you go into a public bathroom.
I get it. I get
You
it.
get the
You don't,
fungus.
you don't have to tell me anything else.
There ain't nothing more important at a sex party than flip flops.
What did you think?
I believe Julia Sweeney redeemed herself.
I think Julia Sweeney redeemed herself. And I'm going to say this. I like this song. The only Rolling Stone songs I remember where they did that one big disco song, I think,
Ooh, I don't know that one.
Miss You? Wasn't that the disco song?
I don't know that one.
I think, and I remember that one. And that's when I remember. But this seems nice. And maybe I should go back and listen to their old stuff because you like this, didn't you?
Absolutely, I liked all their old stuff. I like Mick. I like Keith. I like Keith's guitar. I think Keith was he's one of them guitar players that doesn't do fancy stuff.
No.
but he does what he does good.
And he does it well. But would you listen to this song again?
100%, because I don't think I heard it the first time. So yeah, I'd listen to this again.
There we go, folks. This is our Friday night reaction. I liked it. And he has yet to see it.
I have yet to hear it.
But, well, hopefully that'll happen soon.
I'll listen to it. I'll pull it up on Spotify. That way I'm not distracted.
Look for him on
Reckon This!
Look for him on Reckon This, and look for Mark on the next Friday night video. Adios.